Morning, everybody. Hello, hello. Carolyn coming at you from the Twisted U here in Garden City, Idaho. This beautiful overcast day. Great day to go out and take pictures, right? They say that's usually the best lighting. So there you go. You can do that today. That's a plus. Something to be grateful for. Woo, we could talk about gratitude for a minute. What are you grateful for out there? Drop something in the comments, right? That was kind of one of our words was this year to kind of guide us along and help us through everything, right? Is for me, it's just living with a little more grateful heart for me. So yeah, grateful for days like this. That good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Mark. Morning, Julie. Grateful for days like this. Make me feel like staying home and knitting. That's good stuff. Gives me permission, right? I don't have to be outside. I don't have to be doing stuff. Like I said, it is. Photographers really like a nice overcast day. Good morning, Cheryl. Finished a small shawl yesterday. Congratulations. That always feels good. Grateful for friends. Boy. So I got a notebook that I sit and I write what I'm grateful for in every morning. And I find that happens a lot. It's kind of cool. You realize how many great people you have in your life and how grateful you are for them. So I totally get that. It's a beautiful thing. All right, we got a few more people on. We're talking about gratitude. We're talking about what are we grateful for today? Give me something. Merry friends. Yeah, that's some Mary Very. God, that's cute. That's very cute. Mary Very. Yes, friends. So while you guys are thinking about that, and you start throwing comments up about what you're grateful for, talk about what I'm wearing today. So this is the Sunshine Coast. Chadwick will be dropping a link. It's a super fun, quick, easy knit. It's got some kind of cool, I don't even know if you can get close enough. Got some kind of cool paneling down the side. Top down, I love top down because I do not like sewing seams, and so top downs are my favorite. This is actually done with a yarn that we had a few years ago. Like I think right when we moved into this space is when we had it. It's an alpaca. It's a little itchy alpaca, so I have to wear a little sweater underneath it for most of my body. It gets a little itchy, but it's nice and warm, you know, and it's a great day to wear a nice warm sweater, let me tell you. So that is what I'm wearing. Like I said, it's a great knit, and so I highly recommend it. I'm trying to think, I think it was just a sport weight too. Sport, possibly worsted. So anyhow, check that one out if you are interested. What am I knitting? So I kind of showed you guys last week what I was going to get started on, and I finally got it started. I'm not too far along. I'm going to show off my cute little, look at that. Bag from Wuthering Sheep. That's how you say it, Wuthering Sheep. Oh wait, Cheryl's got grateful for friends. Man, they're just, I swear, on the top of my list all the time. Anyhow, I love this bag. This project bag is so cool. It's the kind of the bigger one. There's a small one and a big one. And this one, I can fit all of my yarn in it for this sweater. I got 5 skeins of yarn in there. And then, because I'm doing the color work, I'm gonna lose this over here. It's got these really cool little magnetic tab things. There, hopefully you can see that. That holds the yarn, and so it kind of keeps things from getting all tangled up in there. Love that, I love this bag. And it's got a little zippy pouch at the very bottom that kind of divides the two. Whoop, that's where you put your notions. And so this will be big enough, I'll be able to, once I kind of get mostly done, right, I'll still be able to cram the garment in there. Good morning, Kay. I'm on time today. Hey, we're all grateful that you're on time today, Kay. Good job. Diane, love the unicorns. It's pretty cute. It's pretty fun. Love unicorns. Is that a twisted unicorn? Aren't they all? It should. Everybody should just be a little bit twisted. Carol, love a large knitting bag. I'm with you. It's hard when you get to that point where you're almost done with it and you're trying to cram it all into this bag that doesn't fit in. Good morning, Barbara. Oh, she has 2 of them. Yeah, I think I need more of them. All right, so what am I knitting? I told you I was knitting the night book, and I didn't bring a picture of it with me, so Chadwick's going to drop it in the comments, so you'll just have to go and look at it that way. And I'm using Mad Tosh tweed, and I picked up this beautiful little variegated, well, tonal, right? Tonal gray. This is it. This is the chicken coop. And I love single plies. Although they're a little pilly, I still love them. Oh, Project Bag. Thank you, thank you, Tracy. Lori added an alarm somewhere. That is so brilliant. I love that. Thank you, Lori. I'm so glad you're here. So anyhow, this is it. We're starting with a little bit of the color work. All right. It's going pretty good. Although I was cruising along and I'm like almost halfway through the first little, color work section that they gave us. And I realized I'd made a mistake, and now I have to back out 6 rows or pull my needles and then rip it out down to 6 rows. So this is really frustrating. And I don't know if anybody has had this issue. I'm sure, hopefully a couple people. The way that she's doing her graphs, because I go off of the graphs, it got a little confusing, right? So you see, those are the stitches you're knitting, right? Well, she adds it clear over here. So I'm just knitting all the way up through there, completely missed my increase. So we're ripping it out. Got to go back down. I need the increases. I've been doing magic loop, and I'm kind of at that point where it's kind of driving me crazy. I just don't have, it's not long enough. So I'm kind of hoping after this increase, I'll be able to just go in the round, and so I have to, although I love the magic loop, I really, really do. But it gets a little bit hard when your cord's not long enough. So we're getting there. Good morning, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining us. Drop my notes. Be right back. Okay, here I am. All right, so that, my friends, is what I'm wearing and what I'm knitting. The night book's kind of cool. I read a little bit like where she was inspired by that. If you go and look at the pattern, there's tons of color work, right? But it's only 2, and it's going to be great. But she said she was inspired by music. It was by a certain song or something, and so it kind of, the way that she has some things going, it's like if you're watching the little lines move up and down when you're talking. It's kind of cool. So we can go read about that. It's pretty neat. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Ashley. Magic loop is a pain. Well, I have such a hate-hate relationship with the double point needles that I will do the magic loop every time. I have come to love it because that means I don't have to do the double pointed. Julie loves it. Literally changed, yeah, knitting world, no kidding. Ripping out is what I do best. Okay, it's good to be good at something, right? Oh, that's beautiful. I know, I've gotten pretty handy at it too. There was a time where the idea of pulling something off of my needles in order to drop it down would literally, like, I would hold my breath until I got all the needles back on again because I would just panic. Not anymore. Nope. Just pull the needles out and start ripping. I guess you get there eventually. Carolyn, just buy more needles. There you go. All right, so what's next? I'm going to spend an enormous amount of time probably today just talking to you about the Sip and Share because we are so excited about it. We went out yesterday, Chadwick and Chandra and I went out to sit down and talk with Mindy Mayer, the owner of the winery, and Shauna, her manager. And we walked the property and we kind of decided this was going here and that was going there and kind of has a flow going to it or trying to do something that makes sense. So we had so much fun out there running around planning this event. It's just going to be a blast. Let's see, Kay loves the magic loop. Thanks to Cindy. God, Kay's amazing. Barbara, we need to schedule for Saturday. We need to schedule for Saturday. Barbara, Chandra is working on that right now. And hopefully you're on our email list because it's going to be going out in the email this afternoon. You're going to have a schedule. And hopefully, if I can figure out how to do it and not make it look really bad, a little map. that will kind of show where everything is at. And we kind of tried to create a flow, right? Like the shearer is going to be there earlier in the day. He'll be there at like 8 in the morning and get started, but he's got quite a few sheep to go through. So he should be there, through the noon hour, I'm hoping. And he's going to be taking some breaks and stuff like that, and he's going to try to drag it out, but you can't ask a whole lot of these guys. I've been reading lately this book about this woman who decided that she wanted to go to sheep shearing school and was talking about it, and oh my God, it is just back-breaking work. And so you kind of wanted them to just do what they need to do. I don't know if I could do that all day long, even with the breaks. It might be something you just want to get done. Julie, how will they be dealing with COVID? Well, we obviously encourage mask wearing. We're going to be, most of our events are outside. There is going to be some stuff inside, some of the knitting and crocheting if you wanted to sit. Try to space things out as best that we can, and just kind of create a flow and going. And I guess there's just some personal responsibility. I don't know, there's not much else I think we can really do other than that. So I hope that helps you feel a little bit safe, Julie, that we are conscientious of it, and we will be making an effort, and there's always sanitation going on, sanitizing surfaces and things like that. So doing what we can there. What do we have? Oh, number one thing, dress warm. Pull out that knitwear, layer it up, okay? And layer, because it's Idaho. Hopefully it will be getting warm in the afternoon, but it looks like we got a little storm rolling in on Friday, and so we are going to more than likely have some snow on the ground in the morning. I'm anticipating that, but hopefully it clears up and warms up. They have tons of heaters out there. They've got a nice big fire pit, and so we're going to do what we can to stay warm. So, but do your part, dress the part, okay? So we kind of have it set. So we have a schedule coming out, right? The shoot starts at 10 a.m. And we kind of are trying to set up a flow, right? So you start, if you want to, with the sheep shearer. Oh, and by the way, there will be a coffee person there. And I think they're staying all day. So warm drinks all day, if that's helpful. And I think there's even a donut truck going to be there in the morning. And then we got food trucks coming a little bit later in the afternoon, or later morning, early afternoon. And so we start with the shearing, where like you can walk into this space almost and really get a good eye on what he's doing and how he's doing it, and hopefully he'll be talking a little bit about his process and what he's doing, and then you come out of that space where the sheep shearer is, and you kind of naturally just sort of go across this parking lot area, and that's where Mr. Will Griggs will be. He's from Utah Wool Marketing, and he is the guy that is he's got the knowledge on skirting and mostly like grading wool, right? Kind of determining what the wool is best for. Is it best for a rug? Is it going to be good for sweaters? He'll be telling you all about the micron and the crimp and the length of the staple and what all those things mean, what you want to look for in a yarn that you want for a sweater or you want for a rug. So he's going to be full of tons of information that way, and even going to talk a little bit about scouring and that process, because that's probably right now one of the hardest things to get done, especially in the United States on any volume, because there aren't many places that do it. And it takes a tons of water. And anyhow, he's going to talk about the scouring a little bit. I'm going to drop down to some of the comments. Hello, Don. Welcome. And so he's just a wealth of information. So we kind of have it set up where you get there at 10, you can watch some sheep shearing, and then I think he's at 10:30. And then he'll be in front of this garage area, and in the garage is going to be some spinners. And so you can go in and kind of watch them spin and talk to them and learn a little bit more about what they do. They're actually going to be in about 11 and set up, and so they're going to be a little bit later than our start time. So I guess you got to kind of factor that in. And then from there, you kind of go into the event center, which is a house that's there on the property that she has, that Mindy's renovated and kind of made into more of an event type center. And we're going to have knitters and crocheters in there wearing masks, where you can sit and talk and knit if you want to, and And, you know, but if you're just kind of learning and want to know more about the craft, there's some people in there that you can talk to about it. We'll have weavers in there. And my friend Heidi Hennessy is going to come with her knitting machine. So I know that there are people that have knitting machines that are like stashed away in their basements or their attics, or their mom had one, or grandma has one, and you want to know a little bit more about it. She'll be set up there, and we'll happy to talk to you about those knitting machines and how they work. They're fascinating. So, and then you can kind of go out on this back patio from there, and we have Natalia doing her felted soaps at specified time, a little workshop. And then we also have Chelsea Walker from Acid Veil, who will be there doing some dyeing demonstrations. And so those will be on the schedule, and we will get that out to you as soon as we can. Anyhow, and then you exit out the back yard, and then you kind of go into this big grassy space that's behind the tasting room, and that's where you're going to find Candace and Eddie Van Hoot, they are so much fun. We've had so much fun getting to know them. They really got into the fiber world through alpacas, decided they wanted to have alpacas, and so they invested in that. They've got quite a little herd of them now, and so they have this fiber, right? And then they got into the mill business, right? So they created I Make Yarn. So they have Fireball alpacas, and they have I Make Yarn, and they mill the fiber. And you can, send the fiber to them, and they'll, mill it up for you and send it back. I have some that I had an alpaca fleece that I bought at a fair many years ago and brought it to them, and they did an amazing job. And one day I'll knit that cardigan out of it I talked about before. It's on the list. Anyhow, now they're venturing into the retail market. So they're opening Yarnageddon. I just love that name. It is fantastic. So they will be offering up their own yarns. And I'm not entirely sure what all stuff they're going to cover. So we're going to learn all about that this weekend. So Eddie and Candace will be out there. So stop by and say hi to them at Yarnageddon. And then Chelsea will have a booth set up as well, where she'll be selling her amazing hand-dyed yarns. And then we're going to have a booth, maybe a little Twisted You booth, where we're going to have tons of kits and stuff to sell. And we're also put together a great beginning knitting and beginning crochet package, where we actually, you have the 3-day or the 3-session beginning knitting instruction, and then after that it rolls right into a KAL or a CAL, depending on which one you're doing. And so that'll run about 4 weeks, so another month. So you actually have a project at the end of this, and then we're all going to meet back out at Kerry Hill Winery and celebrate, do a little show and tell, celebrate finishing up our garments, whatever we made, have a little wine, maybe have some little eats. So that'll be a lot of fun. So watch for that. If you know of anybody that's interested in possibly picking up knitting or crocheting, let them know, because this thing is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to be offering that. So we'll have product there, and there you go. You got an option to come out and check some stuff out, right? So got an option to buy some stuff. There you go. Elizabeth, morning, my sweet friend. Laura, yay, Heidi. I miss her. We do not see each other enough. Good morning, Teresa. I'm such a goof. Just realized you haven't opened yet. Oh, is that who just pulled in? I saw a car pulling in out here. Yeah, you got a few more minutes. Okay, so what else do we have here? I've got all kinds of little scratches and chicken scratches and stuff, and I think I covered most of that. Oh, it actually says oh right there. Oh, and don't forget the wine. There's going to be plenty of wine, and they have amazing wine. They have this Malbec Rosé, which I'm not a huge rosé person, but oh my gosh, that wine is amazing. That is my favorite. Chadwick concurs. It is oh so very good. Oh so very good. Elizabeth, come back later. All right, we'll see when you get back here. So there's wine. Don't forget the wine. And there will be live music in the afternoon. They've got heaters set up, got a big fire pit. So hopefully we'll stay warm, and I think it's supposed to be up in the 40s, maybe low 40s in the afternoon, so it shouldn't be too terribly bad. Anyway, so just dress, layer up, right? If you've lived in Idaho for more than one season, layers are essential. Mention wine, Chadwick chirp, so cute. It's awesome. All right, so the Sip and Share this Saturday. Watch for your email. We're going to have the schedule and a map of the property and what's going to be happening where, as well as parking. Parking's going to be a little bit of a tricky issue. We're going to have some guys that are going to be kind of directing you around to try to get you utilize the space as best we can to get as many cars in as we can. Pardon me. And we'll also be putting some of that stuff up on Facebook and Instagram, so watch for it there too if you haven't seen it in your email box. Okay, March is so literally like right around the corner. National Crochet Month. I'm excited. I am going to really try and have a crochet project that I'm working on. Hopefully not just the one project the entire month. Hope I can get a couple going. And worked through for the month of March. So those of you that have crocheted in the past maybe and have just sort of knitting a little easier, maybe this month you just say, you know what, I'm going to do one crochet project. I'm going to just pick it up and I'm going to give it a try. Carolyn, there is handicap parking. I think they have like 4 spots. So there will be handicap parking, right? It just depends on how many people need them. But there is some available, and we'll figure something out. If we can drop off and maybe somebody can park your car, if that is an option, we'll work something out. Okay. Anyhow, so if you have maybe crocheted in the past and you haven't really sort of put it down, maybe you give it a try this month. Pick it up and play around with it a little bit, and remember what that was about. And if you haven't, and you're interested and you might want to try crocheting, Libby's putting up some how to crochet classes, so you get signed up for one of those and get started. March 6th. March 6th is a big day here at the Twisted U, and hopefully a big day for you as well, because that's the buyback day. Twisted U's annual buyback. For those of you that don't know what it is yet, you get to go through your stash, and you're going to have some yarn that you bought 10 years ago, and it's just sitting there, and you go and look at it all the time, and now you're like, what was I thinking? Like, I'm never going to use that. Bring it on in on March 6th. We're going to weigh it. We're going to pay you $5 bucks per pound, so you can turn around and buy some pretty new stuff. And then the yarn that we collect, we use it. We use it in our classes. We use it in our decoration. We use it. We donate. We donate a lot of yarn to organizations throughout the valley. So it gets used. It'll be used. Gets a second shot at life, right? So do go through your stashes, and that's next Saturday, a week from this Saturday. So get that figured out. Molly, I want weaving loom class. You and me both, sister. And I think we're really close to that. Does the yarn have to be in a package? No, it doesn't. It can be just like little leftover pieces that, I don't know if anybody else got them. I got a whole bowl full of little half-quarter skeins from leftover projects. Bring it in. We'll use it. Cheryl, grateful for your Thursday life. Thank you. Boy, that makes me feel good. I do. You guys are great. I love y'all. That's amazing. All right, so what else is happening on the 6th? Not only is the buyback happening, but the entries are due for the Warmth of Fiber contest. So if you have been thinking about getting them in, you've got some projects, hats, mittens, cowls, worsted weight and up, 300 to 600 yards. Bring it in. Let's get some projects in here. All right, we're paying out first, second, and third for beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So you got a shot at winning some U-Box and getting some more yarn. So those are due the 6th. Got to have them in here by 5 p.m. Then we'll be judging both in-store and online throughout the week, and then we'll announce the winners on the 13th after 5 p.m. So, Laura, I've done a few crochet projects, currently working on Afghan. Nice. It's not as easy for me as knitting. I'm the same way. But I do like the texture and the weight that the crochet creates that you don't get with the knitting so much. What's next? Running towards the bottom of my list here. Forgotten Fibers will be in the house in March. It'll be our trunk. We have a trunk show. I think it's about mid-March. I don't know what the date is off the top of my head. I don't see it on the wall over there. So I'm sure I'll let you know though at the next live. All right. So Forgotten Fibers. I did want to remind everybody about the survey, and some of you have gone and done the survey at the bottom of the email. Thank you so much. If we could get some more people to do it, that would be great. Those surveys provide us with just the most valuable information so that we can, be the store that you need. Because that's who we want to be. So go do the surveys, give us your feedback and your input, please. As much as we can get from you, that would be great. Oh. So I do have a giveaway this time, but I left it over there. So I'm gonna have to go get it. So pardon me, I'll be right back. Hi. So that happened. All right, Chandra picked this out this morning. It is so gorgeous. I love it when somebody just sort of pulls a couple yarns together and you never would have put them together before. And she did, and they are gorgeous. Look at this. Oh, it's the Marina, which is a single ply lace weight. It reminds me of kind of an ocean thing with the sand and the blue, and then this gorgeous Silky Kid by Ella Ray. That blue is fantastic. So, fun matchup here. Some of you, I don't know if you're new or not, and you're like, oh my God, giveaway, what does that mean? Yeah, we're giving stuff away every live. How do you get into the giveaway bowl? Well, you have to drop a comment somewhere in this video. Even if you watched it later, still put a comment in it, and your name gets put into the adorable yarn bowls that we use. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I like it. All right. So just drop a comment or like the video, love the video, and you will get put into next week's giveaway. Let's see. Misty Rose. Woohoo. We love giveaways. Kathleen. Aw, thank you. I kind of like it too, although it's a little itchy. I struggle with that. We love Chandra. I'm with you. She's amazing. Will you have yarn I can buy on Saturday Sip and Share? So Laura, what we're doing for the most part is we're just going to have kits. We're going to have kits that we put up because it's kind of hard to know what to haul out, what people are going to like. So we just put together some kits. Kind of makes it easy. Yarnageddon will have yarn, and so will Acid Veil. So there will be yarn to buy. We encourage it. Absolutely do. All right, Laura, like a sunset, right? Cheryl, beautiful bowl. It is a beautiful bowl. I don't know, who does this one? Oh, this is one of the Lenny Mud ones. Oh, you can't see it because that's backwards. It's a Lenny Mud bowl. They have nice bowls. How much is your mohair ball? When you say much, are you talking yardage or are you talking dollars? I'm just going to give you both. How about that? It is $18.75. And here's the yardage, 219 yards. It's Ella Ray Kid Silk, or Silky Kid. Silky Kid. Such a beautiful blue. All right. There are so many names in here. This is crazy. Like they don't all fit in the bowl. So, not looking, picking one out from the bottom. That's the one right there. All right. Mary Erdman. Congratulations. That's our friend from Minnesota, right?
Yep.
Yay, Mary. Congratulations, honey. We're going to need an address so we can get this shipped out to you. So we'll be in contact. All right. For those of you out there that haven't yet, tell me, what are you grateful for today? I'm going to have a sip of coffee because my throat's a little dry, so you can drop those comments and we're going to talk a little bit about gratitude. I'm grateful that Mary dropped a comment last week so that we could give her yarn. Hello, Ashley. Boy, advertising for Starbucks. Oh, I know what I wanted to also talk about. Just wanted to plug this great little Italian restaurant in downtown Boise. For those of you that can get in there, I'm going to butcher the name. I believe it's Il Sugo. It's Italian. ILSUGO, which means the sauce. Okay? It is such a fantastic, just authentic Italian restaurant. And it was so cool. And you've been hearing me talk a lot about experiences, you know, and that's what people want these days. Like, that's what I want. I want memories, and I want these great experiences that I can carry with me. And so when I walk in, and I'm a foodie, and I love to taste food. Like, just need a couple bites of every dish. If I could, that's what I would do. And it was so neat. And my friend Helga and I went, and it was fairly early in the day, and so it was pretty quiet in there. Early in the evening. And the waitress was so great. She was like, I mean, literally like, what do you want your dining experience to look like? And I will make that happen for you. And she did. Like, she managed to do like half of these appetizers and half a salad so that we could try all of these things. And they were amazing. The food is so good. So it's where the Main Street Marketplace is, which is a deli during the day. I think they're open until like 3, and then they close, and then Il Sugo opens up. So if you're looking for a great dining experience and amazing food, and you want some Italian, I can't recommend them enough. So, and to support them, right? I mean, just to support these small restaurants, I think is very important. So, all right, we're gonna whip through, and we're gonna look at some gratitude stuff. Lori, grateful for heat and light. Feeling bad for Texans in Oregon and truth out, right? That is, God, I can't imagine that struggle. Grateful for friendships that have lasted the years and friends that are my family and my puppies. Who's not grateful for puppies? Friends is a pretty big theme, for sure. Ashley, grateful for all my shipments getting here finally, thanks to weather delays, right? Julie is grateful for getting my first COVID shot. Well, congratulations. Oh, it's gotta feel good. It's gotta start feeling good. Natalia, it's pronounced Sugo. Did I get that right? Give me a thumbs up if I did. Il Sugo. Well, it's the sauce. I just love that, the sauce. And it was really good sauce, like all of them. You order the kind of pasta you want, and then you order the sauce that goes with it. And it was incredible. Laura, today I'm feeling grateful for my job. I'm on leave of absence this month to help support my 4 kids with online school. They supported my needs and made it painless to take time off. That is amazing. Laura, that is so great. Finding those companies that can do that, right? I mean, there's some that just struggle and don't have the resources, but those that do, that can and do, are amazing. So I am so happy for you. That's got to take such a load off. I got a thumbs up from Natalia. Well, she did a really good job spelling it out. Sugo. El Sugo. So anyway, if you're looking for some good tasty food, check them out, call and get reservations. As you know, these days, that's how you get into the restaurants. All right, Laura, Starbucks. Yeah, I am enjoying my Starbucks. Every Thursday, that's my treat. Before the live, I do Starbucks, and I do the little egg and cheese bites. They're the bacon and Gruyere egg bites. I love those. They're so good. Pamela, thank you. I'm telling you, the Sunshine Coast is a great pattern, and it's simple, and it's super fun. So if you're looking, and you could do it in a nice, like kind of a cotton or cotton blend. Even the wool pop would be amazing with this. A wool bamboo blend would be really nice. But it just makes a nice, kind of a spring sweater when you kind of need a little bit covering. It's pretty handy for that. Let's see. Oh, they have the resources at Starbucks that did it. Okay. Oh, that is so cool. Pamela. Oh, yes, on the egg bites. Oh, I love them. I love them. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to sign off. I have an enormous list of things to do to get ready for Saturday. So we're really excited to be out there. I hope you guys can make it. Remember, layer it up, and please bring a mask so that we can just, our numbers are going down, and it's starting to feel like this is really actually going to end. And so, but we got to keep it that way. So we keep wearing the masks and keep doing the things. That's why the numbers are down. So let's keep working at it and doing what we can, everybody. So take care, stay twisted, and hopefully we'll see you Saturday. Bye now.